Hey, sweeties. We are back with episode 4 of the Thai BL series, 4 Minutes, and all I can say is wow. We are getting very close to the big reveal, and there are 2 major things that happened in this episode that is making me convinced who the actual killer is, and I'm going to share those 2 points with you as the video goes on. So the episode kicks off with Chief really pushing Win to get those DNA results sorted for the second riverfront murder. The big reveal, the blood and fingerprints match Noah Warren Day, excuse my pronunciation. This is just one major reveal. Win's reaction was pretty intense. You can see how this news hits him hard. I'm guessing he knows this person very well, like a very close proximity. That is why he was taken aback. In this, we know who the actual killer is, but who the hell is Noah Warren Day amongst the characters? We just need to figure that out. Here, we see Time, who's gone off the grid. From last week's episode, we saw how Time tried to attack Korn, and he was caught by the confused Great. He was like, what is actually going on? It's funny how Great knows nothing about his family, like the kind of business his family is into. Great is left in a state of shock and tries to stop Korn, who's bleeding badly, from going after Time. If I was Great, I would be surprised too. You know, like, why is the man who he actually has some sort of feelings for going after his brother? The next day, Great finally tracks Time down in an operating room. Things get heated as Time confronts Great with some heavy accusations, claiming that Great's parents are scammers. And that's what led to his own parents' death. What a big reveal this is. This confrontation flips everything on its head. We can see how surprised Great is. We've all been wondering why Time is trying to expose Great's family, and there we have it. Time's anger is raw and intense. And you can see how deeply this has affected him. But then there's another time loop where Great relives the last 4 minutes. It's a clever way to keep us hooked as we watch Great try to make things right, promise to help find Nan, and deal with Time's accusations. No questions asked. Time was a bit surprised because Great already knew what he was about to say. Meanwhile, Win is helping Tonkla with his brother's funeral. It's clear that Win is dedicated to solving the case. He suspects someone from a powerful family is blocking the investigation and decides to stick with Tonkla. This shows his commitment to helping Tonkla seek justice for his brother's death. But I seriously hope that's the only reason and not because the mentioned Anoa might be related to Tonkla. Things take a steamy turn when Tonkla makes a move on Win. Just as things are about to heat up, Korn shows up unexpectedly. The nerve. I mean, how can you be gone for 3 weeks while Tonkla was struggling with his brother's death, and then you show up out of nowhere and decide to act aggressively towards him? I was so relieved when Tonkla manned up and asked him to leave. Even if he's going through a hard time with his father's company, he should have at least called, or better still, responded to Tonkla's call. The flashbacks in this episode are very important. They give us a look into Korn's past with Tonkla and show how Korn supported him through tough times with his abusive family. These flashbacks add emotional weight and provide context for their complicated relationship. They make the current drama feel more impactful and give us a deeper understanding of the characters. The plot of this series is very good, but I'm kind of becoming worried about BasFuaiz. You know how he gets it in every episode, if you understand what I mean? He plays the role so well, but he's just 18. Beyond Cloud is known for their very explicit series like Kin Portia and DFF. They should have at least picked a more matured actor to play the role of 27 years old Tonkla. I'm not trying to criticize or anything, it's just my tiny opinion. We see how heartbroken Korn is. He gets drunk while ranting to Great. Great tricks him into getting more drunk for him to carry out his plans on finding Nan. He was surprised to see that Nan is being held in their father's old warehouse. It appears that Great knows so little about his brother. Korn is probably afraid to be a disappointment to his father, which he clearly is sorry to say. He's trying so hard to be this tough while deep down he's struggling to put his guard up. He doesn't actually want to be that type of person who his father wants him to be, that one who can take care of anything. I mean, anything. He still has this soft part of him. That's why he doesn't want the guard to hurt Nan. But that's going to be quite difficult. I mean, who gets into a business like this without getting his hands dirty? This episode took another twist when Great sneaked into the warehouse where Nan is being tortured, and once again there's a time loop. He saw that Nan is going to get killed. Once he regained consciousness, he stepped in to save Nan. Time shows up just in time to help out. I can't help but wonder how Korn is going to take this betrayal. Korn and Great have a good relationship, and this is going to make it go sour. I can't wait to see how Korn is going to react. Is he going to see Great as a traitor? How is this going to affect their family? Does Korn know about Time's parents' death? These are some of the questions that keep running in my head while watching this scene. I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking about this. And the scene where Time and Great finally get to be together and alone, oh man, that was heavenly. But is it actually happening, or it's all just an imagination? The chemistry between Jess and Bible is just right. Like, they didn't put in too much effort in playing that role. Especially Jess, since this is actually his first BL series. Now, let's talk about the timelines. The juiciest part of this series, we're getting closer to solving the murder mystery, but poor Detective Wynn can't seem to catch a break in his job or love life. It's like Great never stopped Title from killing Dome, and now Title's MIA. Tonkla might have taken matters into his own hands and avenged his brother's death. But Title's powerful family probably wants to keep it all hush-hush. But here's my theory. I think there are two separate timelines, and Great can navigate them like a pro. In one timeline, those dramatic events already went down. The woman he hit in episode 1, Tonkla's brother's death, Tonkla's revenge, and Time getting shot. Since Great can jump between timelines, he's trying to correct the past in his current timeline. The last scene confirmed this for me. Tonkla's mysterious brother turned out to be Dome, who's actually dead. But we also see him going back home to his brother Tonkla after being discharged from the hospital. Talk about confusing. The parallel timeline twist is mind-blowing. That flipped reflection of Time and Great in the trailer was just the beginning. Korn seems to be the overlap point between the two timelines. In Great's timeline, Dome is alive and kicking, but when Korn meets Tonkla and learns Dome is dead, Korn enters the real timeline where Dome, Nan, and the car crash victim all met their demise. So many questions are still running through my head, but I'm loving this wild ride. This episode has been such a wild ride. There were two big reveals, the killer and a Watt, which I'm guessing is Tonkla because of the way Inspector Wynn reacted. Also, we now know why Time is after Great's family. Maybe there are two separate timelines, or just maybe someone is lying in a hospital bed and all these actions are playing in the subconsciousness. I'm excited to see what episode 5 will reveal to us. So, sweeties, that's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the episode and my theory about the timelines, so drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.